好，今天是10月6号，星期一，然后是中国的农历的中秋节 Mid Autumn Festival，所以在这里祝大家中秋快乐，阖家团圆。但是我是横竖都没办法圆的了，所以还是给大家先读一篇来自《卫报》的一篇报道，就是以色列把那个瑞典的环保少女孩，就是 Greta Thunberg，就是给拘留了，然后并关起来了，然后还让她举着那个国旗拍照了。然后就是各种身体上的虐待，还有精神上的虐待。我觉得呢，这是一个怎么说呢？以色列是，你看他对待一个有知名人物，就是相对来说是一个非常知名的一个人物，全球知名的人物，都这样的，就是肆无忌惮、可见加杀的这种人间惨剧的话，对他们来说就也就那回事。所以呢，不过在以色列还有加沙，个人当然是非常的同情加沙的难民们，就是你好好的生活，结果房子都被炸成废墟了。但是至于加沙和至于以色列和哈马斯，其实我是属于那种摸不清头脑的。就在我看来，这两个组织都坏的要死。你看，嗯哈马斯，哈马斯能够在一场音乐节就是直接把1000来个人质当做俘虏，然后并且当街虐杀，就是各种丑剧都，就是那种也是非常不择手段的。所以说，从组织的层面上，我不会去说我支持以色列或者支持哈马斯。No，I don't，我不知道怎么选。但是我知道，就是在国际社会的话，就是比如说像欧洲这边偏站了哈马斯，或者在美国一直一贯的支持以色列，然后也会看到各种各样的人们，就是他们会打出支持哈马斯。但对我个人来说，我真的无法理解这两种组织，就是在我看来，他们都是非常残暴的、毫无人性的。一个以人质作为战争的开始，然后一个一个是要一个就是一定要血债血偿的那一种，就是没有人当回事。他们之间的战争那就是战争。我觉得战争，我觉得我不知道怎么觉得，但是特朗普是很大胆的。现在看到加沙即便有一点点停战的迹象了，特朗普就想以此作为申请那个诺贝尔和平奖。我觉得这件事情对我来说，我是觉得更加的搞笑。别的不说吧，就特朗普就是把国内都搞得，也不是说民不聊生，还不至于民不聊生，聊不聊生就看看明年，看后年，看会不会真的会有金融危机的出现。但美国人选出的总统，我们又能说什么呢？看美国境内的话，就是也是各种荒诞，但是总有人会以为是正义，所以我觉得我看不懂这个世界，所以还是来读新闻吧。我今天说的有点多了。Israel accused of detaining Greta Thunberg in infested cell and making her hold breath. The environmental campaigner Greta Thunberg has told Swedish officials she is being subjected to harsh treatment in Israeli custody after her detention and removal from a flotilla carrying aid to Gaza, according to correspondence seen by The Guardian. According to the correspondence, Israeli forces are also reported by another detainee to have taken photographs where Chamber was alleged first to hold her breath. The identity of the flash is unknown. In an email sent by the Swedish Foreign Ministry to people close to Chamber and seen by The Guardian, an official who has visited the activists in prison said she claimed she was detained in a cell infested by bedbugs with too little food and water. The embassy has been able to meet with Greta. Reads the email. She informed of dehydration. She has received insufficient amounts of both water and food. She also stated that she had developed rats which she suspects were caused by bedbugs. She spoke of harsh treatment and said she had been seated for long periods on hard surface. Another detained reportedly told another embassy that they have seen her being forced to hold flats where pictures were taken. She wondered whether images of her had been distributed. The Swedish Ministry officials added. The allegation was corroborated by at least 2 other members of the flotilla who had been determined by Israeli forces and released on Saturday. They dragged little Greta Thunberg by her hair before our eyes, beat her, and forced her to kiss the Israeli flag. They did everything imaginable to her as a warning to others. The Turkish activist Idris said, a participant in the Shamut flotilla, told Anadolu News Agency. Laurentolo Di Agostino, a journalist and another flotilla participant, said after returning to Istanbul that server was wrapped in the Israeli flag and paraded like a trophy, a sign described with disbelief and anger by those who witnessed it. Summer is around 437 activities, parliamentarians and lawyers who were part of the global Shumut flotilla, a coalition of more than 40 vessels carrying humanitarian aid, whose goal was to bridge Iraq's 16 years maritime blockade of Gaza. Between Thursday and Friday, Israeli forces intercepted all the boats and arrested every crew member on board. Most of them are being held at Kijal, also known as Ansar Shut, a high-security prison in the Negev Desert used primarily to detain Palestinian security prisoners, many of whom Israel accused of involvement in militant or terrorist activities. In the past, activities detained by Israel were not criminal prosecuted, and instead their presence was treated as an immigration matter. According to lawyers from the NGO Adala, the rights of the crew members have been systematically violated. Activists denied water, sanitation, meditation, and immediate access to their legal representatives in clear breach of their fundamental rights to due process, impartial trial, and legal representation. The Italian legal team represented the flotilla confirmed those detained were dead 4 hours without food or water until late last night, with the exception of a packet of crates handed to Greta and shown to the cameras. Lawyers also reported instances of verbal and physical abuse. During a visit to Ashadol on Thursday night, Israel's far-right National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir was filmed calling the activities terrorists as he stood in front of them. These are the terrorists of the flotilla, he said, speaking in Hebrew and pointed at dozens of people sitting on the ground. His spokesperson confirmed the video was filmed as Esther Port on Thursday night. Some activities were heard shouting, "Free Palestine." Ben-Gvir has previously called for the activities to be jailed rather than deported. After their arrest, the flotilla's legal team expressed concern over the treatment the crew members might face, particularly those who had previously been detained by Israeli authorities after attempt to break Gaza Noble blockade. This marks the second time Chamber has been arrested along other flotilla members after a similar attempt earlier this year, ended with their activities, arrest, and deportation. Baptiste Angel, a French doctor who was on one of the boats of the flotilla in June, told reporters upon his return to France that he witnessed Israeli border agents mock and deliberately deprive passengers of sleep, in particularly slumber. The Swedish officials said in an email that Chamber was asked by Israeli authority to sign a document. She expressed uncertainty about what the document meant and did not want to sign anything she did not understand, reads the email. The Swedish ministry officials wrote that Chamber has had access to legal counsel. Adara said in an earlier statement about the legal process that although Israeli authorities would have a record of repeat participants at flotilla's activities such as slumber were gently treated in the same way as first-time participants, subject to short-term detention and deportation. The Guardian contacted the Israel Prison Service, the Israel Defense Force (IDF), and the Israeli Ministry for Foreign Affairs, but none have yet responded to a request for comment. The Swedish Foreign Ministry said its embassy officers had visited 9 detained Swedes on Friday. The Swedish embassy in Tel Aviv remains in contact with Israeli authorities to stress the importance of swift processing and the possibility of returning home to Sweden. Based on discussions with detained individuals, the importance of addressing individual medical needs was also emphasized. Moreover, the embassy stressed that food and clean water must be provided immediately, and that all detainees must be given access to Israeli legal counsel if desired. The Israeli embassy said the allegation were complete lie. All detainees from the Hamas smooth provocation were given access to water, food, and toilets. They were not denied access to legal counsel, and all their legal rights, including access to medical care, were fully upheld. Israel is and will remain a state governed by the rule of law, committed to uphold the rights and dignity of all individuals in accordance with international standards, it said. 这个新闻看起来还是比较唏嘘的，因为怎么说呢？格雷特，你看他始于对气候危机的这种呼吁和关注，尽管她只是一个10几岁的小女孩，还未成年，当然现在成年了，所以这是她可以去做更多事情的其中一个事情。然后我记得在格雷特，就是在她出发前，瑞典政府就应该是有警告她不要前往，如果出现情况了，他们没办法营救还是怎么样。然后格雷特是在这种情况下，就是说还坚持要亲自率队去送一批物资给到加沙的难民。他企图就是要从一个战争的区域中走出一条安全的一个地带。这本身就是一个非常艰巨、非常具有挑战性的任务。我个人的话会非常钦佩这样的一个勇气，所以我在这个层面上肯定是会支持以色列应该要无理由的去放掉 Greta。如果他们真的有意停止战争、停火协议有望达成的话，那 Greta 就不会是现在这样的一个遭遇了吧。所以说我对停火协议并没有那么乐观。即便停火了，这两个组织，即便以色列是一个就是 legal 的政府，可是你看他们做的也同样是流亡的行径。那哈马斯上台，我也不见得说他就能好转。一个人能弃人民的利益、幸福与安康福祉不顾的人，不顾的一个我不知道怎么样称呼军队或者团体，我不认为他们能给予到加沙人民应该有的尊敬。所以说，但你要问我有什么解决的方法，我没有。但是像格雷特这样子，就是他明知道战火，明知道危险，但是他还执意去做这件事。他可以从无数的事情当中去挑选其他所谓有意义的事情，或者说不那么危险的事情，或者更值得被赞赏的事情，他是最容易去那样做的，但是他还是选择了最难的、最有挑战的。所以说，从个人情感上，哪怕说我或者我们之中的大多数人，我们没有办法去做这样的付出、努力和奉献，但是有人这样做了的话，那还是会极易生源的。所以值此中秋之际，也希望 Greta 能要么就是能达成他的夙愿，能够安全的离开吧。谢谢今天的倾听。Good night.